Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this episode of the podcast, brought to you by the Australia Buddha's Practice Incorporated. Today, I'd like to explore a profound topic with you: delusions. These seemingly uncontrollable thoughts constantly shape our minds, behaviors, and even the trajectory of our lives. But I want to assure you, delusions are not beyond our grasp. Their origins and patterns can be understood and managed. 1. The source of delusions. First, let's understand what thoughts are. Simply put, our thoughts, including those seemingly uncontrollable delusions, are nothing but our perceptions and memories. These perceptions form fragments of memory in our minds, which serve as the foundation of our thoughts. If you've never perceived something, and your mind holds no memory of it, you cannot imagine or conjure up any delusions about it. This shows that the raw material of our delusions is our controllable perceptions and memories. 2. The mechanism of delusions. However, delusions are not merely fragments of memory. They intertwine with emotions like greed, anger, ignorance, arrogance, and doubt, weaving complex psychological scripts. For example, you see someone holding something familiar, and your memory tells you, "I used to have that, but it's gone, why is it with them?" So, you assume, they stole it. Why do you think this way? Because your arrogance says, "I'm wealthy, they're poor, they couldn't afford it." Your greed makes you cling to that object, deeming it essential. Your doubt fuels suspicion of their motives. Your anger sparks fury, leading to arguments or even fights. But then, you go home and find the item was there all along, never lost. This is the second layer of delusions. They're not just memory replays but are amplified and woven into complexity by greed, anger, ignorance, arrogance, and doubt, trapping us deeply within them. 3. The uncontrollable nature of delusions. Why do delusions seem uncontrollable? Because they've become our habits. They've turned automatic, running without needing conscious triggers. For instance, when you see someone act, you might recall your own or others' past experiences, then mimic or apply them, crafting new delusional scripts. These scripts may seem fresh, but they're just recycled old material. Things you've never seen, heard, or felt will never appear in your delusions. 4. How to master delusions. Since the root of delusions lies in controllable perceptions and memories, the key to managing them is returning to what we can control. How? Simple. Follow rules and cut off the fuel for delusions. Recognize the truth of delusions. First, understand that all uncontrollable delusions stem from controllable thoughts that have become habits. They're automatic because you've repeatedly practiced and reinforced them. Realizing this, you see that delusions are self-cultivated. Stop feeding delusions. Delusions are like a machine needing power. Every time you indulge or follow them, you're charging them. The solution? Ignore them. Let them run out of energy until they wither. Practically, this means focusing on the rules and responsibilities of the moment. For example, at work, follow work protocols. While driving, adhere to traffic rules. Don't let delusions lead you astray. Precepts as the best rules. Adhering to precepts naturally reduces delusions' interference. At a higher level, use the 4 immeasurable minds: compassion, loving kindness, joy, and equanimity, as your guide. Ask yourself, does this align with compassion, loving kindness, joy, or equanimity? If yes, do it. If not, don't. Delusions won't vanish instantly. Their habits are strong. But if you persistently deny them fuel, they'll gradually fade. This may take years, but compared to a lifetime of being tormented by delusions, it's worth it. 5. Conclusion. Delusions only lead to failure, 100% of the time. The Buddha's precepts and the 4 immeasurable minds are tools to free us from delusions and guide us to liberation. With persistence, the energy of delusions will deplete. Thank you all. See you next episode.